Today we're going to learn about silent E. Now, if you have at the end of a word an E with a consonant, so a vowel, then a consonant, then an E, the E can be what's called a silent E, or some people call it the magic E. Now, the silent E has a special superpower. It can make the vowel 2 letters before it have its long sound. So right here, we just have the short A sound of at. But this right here is a silent E, and it makes the short sound turn into a long sound. So instead of a, we have the long A sound of A. And if you don't know your long vowel sounds, please go back to the beginning of level 2 to learn those. So instead of a, we're going to have A. And this E doesn't make its own sound. All it does is change the vowel to the long sound. So this will be 8, 8. So this E changes the vowel to the long sound, but it does not make a sound itself. That's why it's called the silent E. So right here we have k, at, and here we have a name. That's why it has a capital letter. We have an E, so we have a vowel, consonant, then an E. So this is a silent E. It's going to make this A have what sound? The long A sound of A. So this will be k, 8, Kate. Does this E make a sound itself? No, it does not. That's why it's the silent E. All it does is change the vowel 2 letters before it to have the long vowel sound. So here we have p, at, pat. We come down here. Oh, I see this word pat here, but there's an E on the end. It's a silent E. So it's going to make this A take its long A sound. So this will say A now. P, 8, pate. And pate means your head. Let's practice some more. So this time, instead of reading across, we will go down. So the first row will have the short vowel sounds like we're used to. The second row will have silent E's. Oh, this one's a mistake, so we're going to skip this one. Okay, so short vowel sound, a. So at, hat. And it's okay to run your finger below the letters if you need to. We come down here. There's an E at the end. We go back 2 letters before it. This vowel is going to take on its long sound, which is A. So we have 8, hate. We're going to skip this one because I did not type that correctly. Right here we have al. This is a name. That's why it's a capital letter. Come down here. We see it ends in an E. We'll look back 2 letters before it. So this vowel will have its long sound of A. Ale, ale. Ale is like beer. Let's practice some more. Some of these are real words and some are nonsense words. So if you don't know what it means, that's fine. We could still sound it out. So once again, the first row is going to use the short vowel sounds like we're used to. And the second row we'll use the silent E to make the A's have the long A sound. D, at, dat. D, 8, date. L, at, lat. L, 8, late. Add, rad. Aid, raid. Now, if you have a student who is really struggling with this, you may need to write the words down and have them circle the silent E at the end and maybe even draw an arrow over to the previous letter. Let's practice some more silent E words. K, ave, cave. Here we have a name, so it has a capital letter. D, ave, Dave. G, ave, gave. Now S has 2 sounds, S and Z, but so far we have only used the unvoiced S sound. And S always uses the S sound at the beginning of a word. Save, save. C also has two sounds, but we've only used the K sound so far. The other sound will be covered in another lesson. Brave, brave, rave, rave. This S is going to use the S sound. Ace, case. Aid, made. Ace, base. Save, save. Dose, dose. See, the silent E doesn't care what the vowel sounds. It works with O as well as A, and it works with E, I, and U as well. Ode, road. Let's practice some sentences. Remember, if a syllable ends in a vowel or the word ends in a vowel, at this point we are going to use the vowel's long sound, A. Although sometimes when we're in a rush, we wind up saying A, at, cat, sat, sat, in a cave. A cat sat in a cave. A rat, rat, rode, rode, on a dog, dog. A rat rode on a dog. A pig, pig, sat on a base, base. A pig sat on a base. Once again, for these words that end in a vowel sound, other than a silent E, we will use the vowel's long sound. E, he, gave, e, me, a, cat, cat. He gave me a cat. I gave him a dog. I gave him a dog. A dog, dog, gave me a rat, rat. A dog gave me a rat. If you need more practice with silent E before going on to lesson 6, please redo this lesson until it is easy. If you go to Don Potter's website, you can also download the free book Word Mastery, where you can practice silent E words on pages 34 through 40.